Welcome to the Forest Growers Annual Research Conference 2023. This conference is about showcasing research and development that is being undertaken by the industry for the benefit of the forest growers, for our communities, for the environment and New Zealand as a whole. Over the next 2 days we have more than 35 presentations on topics that range from the key R&D programs, adaptive management, which is very topical, protection, policy, productivity, diversity, harvesting and logistics, and sustainable forestry.
Your learnings, your innovations, your research, and of course your important collaboration all contributes to the success of forestry and the success that we enjoy here in Rotorua and throughout New Zealand.
This is the Forest Growers Research Conference, but in fact we don't have any other conference for forest growers. This really works as the industry's annual conference.
So I'll just go back to the business case that underpinned this program, and it was quite simple. If we can get 40% of our forests with the best possible germplasm, then there's $1 billion at least on the table, an opportunity not to be missed.
When you talk about automation, it usually raises a bit of a spectre about trying to put people out of work. Well, we don't want to do that. We want to actually do more with the people that we've got.
We've covered Douglas fir, durable eucalypts, non-durable eucalypts and cypress within the programs, and we've had projects ranging right from tree breeding through to new product development. There was $9 million invested in this alternate species, and I think we've made some brilliant progress.
Touching on the scope of this program, and really this provides a huge opportunity for us to drive transformative change across the silviculture life cycle, from nursery all the way through to final thinning. You've heard from Russell, Keith, Marco and now myself, and we lead those key programs across the FGR suite. I'm really excited about the potential for this cross-program pollination or interconnection of data.
Organisations that think in a considered way about the long term outperform organisations that don't. So there is a clear advantage in going beyond standard strategic timeframes.
The awards we're presenting tonight recognise the contributions by researchers and industry colleagues to science and innovation in the New Zealand forest growing sector. And this award recognises the researcher who has produced research outcomes that have been picked up and implemented by industry and have resulted in value being added to the sector. And the winner is Jared Sylvester from Trinda Engineering.
We are here to talk about wahine and forestry. So we're sort of seeking to address that lack of perspective, the female perspective in the sector. We want to increase the number of women coming in and hopefully foster that sense of inclusion.
I really think there's so much potential in this room, and I'm really stoked to be working with all of you. I just can't tell you how excited I am. I think we're going to do some amazing things.
Not only the environmental, but the financial ramifications of not reaching our international carbon targets are significant, that everybody as taxpayers may have to foot the bill for not reaching that target.
One thing that I will tell you that I've found in Science is our staff are highly aligned to wanting their science to be used.
Really impressed with the science that's going on and really loving hearing about it, how we can make use of our limited resources that we've got between the two countries to tackle those challenges that we both share on each side of the ditch.
The contextual provocative challenge might be if we considered the land as the birthplace of terrestrial life, or even a person, would we do the things in forestry that we do on land?
And the mainstay of what we're exporting out of this yard is just 2 grades. This is what's called a twin ring tobacco, so it's got one ring here, and then over the other side there's another one that spins the opposite direction.
Quite often people think stemming is easy and simple. It is in essence, but maintaining that production while complying with health and safety is not always an easy task. Our STEM crews are absolute professionals at what they do.
The electric aircraft, you're still getting around 20-30 minutes of flight time with this current setup. This one's running 2 5-litre tanks, we have 10 litres total. We're doing 4.5 minutes per hectare, and we're doing 12 hectares per hour with it.
Finished today's field trip just with a chance to look at this stand. It's one that we're quite proud of, and I'll give you a little bit more background about our alternative species program. If you look at what happened in South America, they didn't crack eucalypts for a long time. They called it the El Dorado of forestry. It was that mythical golden city. It took them a decade or so to get there. We're in this for the long term.